Good morning, y'all. I'm really excited for today because we are about to make some breakfast burritos. First thing we're going to do is bake us up 4 cups of tater tots. The hope is that we'll get 16 burritos out of this. So just remember, if you make this and you want only to make 1 pack of burritos, you know, they usually come 8 shells to a pack, then you only want to make 2 cups. Bake 2 cups of your tater tots. Preheat your oven 425 degrees. We're going to bake these anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. We definitely do not want these rock hard. All right, in the oven these are about to go, and then we're going to get started on the sausage. All right, now we're about to fry up 1 pound of hot sausage, 1 pound of mild sausage. Now I should clarify, the burritos that we're making them to freeze. I'm doing this in bulk because these will last me, they'll last me a while. And I just decided to go ahead and make 2 batches of them instead of 1. I like hot sausage, but I don't want it so hot I can't eat it. So we're just going to mix the 2 together. This is just breakfast sausage. I'm just going to go throw these in the pan, and then we're going to get chopping on some onion and some bell pepper. There's our sausage frying away, mild, hot. Obviously, once it shrinks and gets browned up, we'll be able to mix it all together. This will probably take, I don't know, I'm going to say 7 or 8 minutes. We just want to get it brown. Definitely don't want to overcook this. But regardless, everything that we're making, everything that we're going to saute or bake or whatever, it's going to have to cool all the way down to room temp before we can make our burritos. So we're starting this very early in the morning. Now let's get to our onion and bell pepper. Now, since I am making 16 burritos, I'm going to use a pretty good bit of onion. This is part of an onion I had left over in the refrigerator. And that's a pretty decent sized onion there. These burritos are going to have, all right, onion. So first, tater tots, sausage, mixture of hot and mild, like I showed you. Onion, a little bit of bell pepper, not a lot. Mushrooms, cheese. They're going to be delicious. In fact, I'm going to eat one of them today. And don't get me wrong, I love breakfast. I don't necessarily like getting up and making breakfast, but breakfast food in general, I love. I don't care what time of the day we're eating it. So, making these burritos will help me not have to get up and make huge breakfasts, you know, every day or even every other day, especially in this heat while it's so hot. The last thing I want to do is come in here and get this oven warmed up, because trust me, it's hot in here right now. I cranked the AC up this morning at, I don't know, about 4 o'clock. Trying to get it really cold in here so it wouldn't heat up. It didn't do it good. It's still heating up. that's all right. My plan is to be completely done with all of this by noon, and which is when the sun, you know, will be sitting right on top of me. So I'm going to finish getting this onion all chopped up, and then I'm going to run outside and grab a bell pepper out of the garden. All right, y'all. I got our sausage out. I left only a tiny bit of the sausage grease in here. Then I added in a big heaping tablespoon of bacon drippings, bacon grease. And then I also just added a big heaping tablespoon of butter. And that's because this is a lot of onion. I only used about, I don't know, really like maybe a 1.5 inch wide chunk of bell pepper. You know, yay long, but only about that wide. I think I told y'all in my potato salad, for me, a little bit of bell pepper goes a long way, but I really like that extra flavor that it gives, especially in this. And then I also added in a can of mushroom pieces. And all we want is for our onion and our bell pepper to get translucent. The mushrooms just really need to be heated through, honestly, but I went ahead and put them in there now. And so these should taste fantastic being in butter, bacon, and sausage. Add a little bit of salt. I haven't added, you know, the sausage has a lot of salt in it, so this is the only salt I'm going to add to the whole mixture, only to the onion and bell pepper. I've been debating whether I want to add in some minced garlic or if I want to just add some garlic powder. And I think to this, I'm just going to add some garlic powder. So let me grab that. Okay. I'm going to turn this down, definitely below medium. I really just want these to saute. I don't want them to cook. Garlic powder. Not a ton, just a little. You know, this is breakfast, so I'm going to go crazy with the garlic. And in fact, I think I'm going to turn this down even further. Because I just want them to, I mean, obviously I want them translucent. I just don't want them to accidentally get brown. Because my stove is also very hot. Yeah. Turn that down just a little bit more. Now, while this is sauteing away, I'll put our tater tots in a big bowl so they can cool down. Piece of crust. Now, I intentionally left these, you know, they're kind of mushy. They're perfect. And the reason is because, you know, these are going to be microwaved to be heated up or possibly in the oven. But the point is, I don't want them hard as a brick. So I intentionally took them out at 21 minutes, even though the directions said 24 to 26 minutes. I want them to stay mushy. I'd rather have, I've even considered taking a masher and just mashing them all up. I want the flavor in the burrito more than I care about having an actual tater tot to bite into. So, and here's our sausage. Got it draining on some paper towels, you can see. We don't want grease in our burritos. So, since I don't trust those onions not to brown, I'm going to keep my eye on those. Then when they get done, we've got to shred a block of cheddar cheese. So I'll be back. So while our onion and bell pepper and mushrooms are still cooking away, of course I put a shell in there. I'm going to get to cracking our eggs because I'm not going to take the onion mixture out of the pan. I'm going to pour the eggs right over it and cook them in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use 11. And then whatever filling I have left that, you know, won't fit into a burrito, it'll be my breakfast. So there we go. And please no screaming at me about my bowls. I have very few glass bowls, to be honest with you. I didn't know that was a prerequisite for making videos, to make sure you had glass bowls. I've had these bowls here for 30 years, probably 20 years. Sorry, I think I've said repeatedly, on my personal, very humble means, so I just use what I have. I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to grab a whisk. I'm not going to whisk these to death simply because I'm going to be steadily whisking them, or moving them around in the pan. So hang on. Here we go. Now, I'm just going to let that egg sit there and cook for just a minute, and then I'll start scrambling it. Alright, y'all. These eggs aren't entirely cooked, but I have turned the heat off, and just the residual heat will finish cooking these eggs. I definitely do not want these overcooked. They'll be like rubber. I'm just going to flip that over. And any remotely raw egg, you can see the bottom is definitely completely cooked. Any little raw egg that might be left will finish cooking just from the residual heat from the burner, because I just cut it off before I hit record. You can still hear it sizzling too, if you're listening. And oh, it looks so good. Well, let's see. I need to have a taste. Oh, and it's got a mushroom in it. That's perfect. Oh, yeah. Oh. Got to taste test it, just to make sure it's all right. Y'all know. A tater tot, a big chunk of sausage, and some egg, onion, and bell pepper. And I think I see a little hint of mushroom, or maybe that's just bell pepper. Makes no difference. Let's try it. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Only thing missing is the cheese. Now let's get that done. Alright, y'all. Gonna shred some cheese. Don't fuss at me about this. This is all I have. I should at least go get, a stand-up box one. That'd be much faster, but anyway, if you have a food processor, much faster to do it in that. Again, I do not have one, so I'm shredding 1 pound of sharp cheddar. This may not even be enough, but we'll see. I have put this in the freezer for the last at least 30 minutes. I want to get it rock hard, and I put on a glove because my hands are hot, and I don't want my cheese melting on me. So that's all I'm gonna do. You see, it comes off much easier if the cheese is really cold. So, and no, I'm not gonna make y'all watch this. I'm gonna shred this whole pound, and I'll be back. Last of our cheese. And I managed not to shred my glove. Took a minute, don't get me wrong, but you do it with what you got. Yeah. So I have been, as I shred it, dumping it in this bowl. Now then, I'm going to make this be enough, you know, whatever it takes. So now let's assemble our burritos. So I got the biggest bowl that I have. I'm dumping everything in here. There's the tater tots. Now the sausage. Oh. Ooh, that's a lot of grease. Here's our mixture. Just gonna kind of fold it up more than anything. I don't want to break all my tater tots into pieces, but the egg's gotten kind of hard, so it's, you know, in big clumps, which that's fine too. I don't mind. Now then, just want to make sure when I start spooning this that I get, you know, some of everything, not just, well, actually, I don't know that I would mind. All right, now I'm gonna get our shells and I'll be back. So I started rolling before I realized I was not recording, but that's all right. So I'm getting two spoonfuls. That wasn't quite a spoonful. Getting a big handful of cheese, because I don't think you could ever have enough cheese. Now, grab your corners here, pull them in, not too tight. Grab this end, fold it this way, but you got to keep your fingers holding this right, because if you don't, it's going to flip right back open. And then it folds up very easily, and you want to put the folded side down. There's some more. Now, if I was about to eat this, I would fold it a completely different way. The way I'm folding this is for it to be warmed back up in the microwave without everything shooting out the end of it. So if I'm about to eat one of these, I would be leaving the end open. So fold it this way and hold those down. Fold this in, roll, and then roll one more time. So these are going to be some pretty big burritos, as you can see. I ain't upset about that at all. That's a very filling breakfast. And if you like hot sauce, you know, grab you some hot sauce to take, you know, if you're going to work. Get you a little container, or if you got some Taco Bell hot sauce packets lying around, take them with you. Okay. That was a little wonky. Fold these two sides in. Fold. Keep holding them sides. Fold. And fold again. There you go. Beautiful. And these freeze up so nicely. All right, I'm going to grab some saran wrap and we'll get these first ones wrapped up. Now, as for wrapping these, I kind of wrap them basically the same way I fold them. Now, when I go to wrap this, I want to turn the folded side back up. So fold this side in, fold that side in, and then I want to wrap it like that to where the folded side of my saran wrap and the folded side of my burrito are both facing down. I can't stress enough how good these are, y'all, and how easy these are to heat up. And I mean, you know, I'm going to have 16 of these or close to it. And that'll feed, you know, feed a lot of people for a week if you've got a big family that you have to get up every morning and make a big breakfast. Or if your kid's in school, send them to school with one of these. If they have microwaves at school. Fold it over, fold one side in, fold the other side in, fold it basically like we did to begin with, and then make sure your saran wrap fold is down along with your fold of your burrito. And that's it. Again, y'all, thought I was recording only to find out that I was not. So, I ended up with 15 burritos. I just put them in a Ziploc bag, put what they are and the date. And I'm about to eat one. Again, I thought I was already recording this, so I put this in the microwave for 20-ish seconds. Added me a little bit of hot sauce. That is delicious. Oh my gosh. Y'all, make you some of these. I bought the frozen ones out of the store one time and I vowed I'd never do it again. I'd make my own. You can put anything you want in here. If you want to put bacon instead of sausage, you can put potatoes instead of tater tots. To be honest with you, I prefer potatoes in mine. The only reason I got tater tots is because I did not want to have to cook the potatoes an hour beforehand. Not because I mind cooking, but because it's already 100 degrees and kind of makes no difference how cold you have your AC set on. Heating the oven up for a couple of hours is just going to warm your whole house up. So definitely try these. They are so worth it. Breakfast burrito with egg, cheese, onion, bell pepper, mushroom, sausage, and tater tots. You can't go wrong. And especially if you're a small family, I mean, if you don't make them as fat as I did and get the 16 out of there, in fact, you could even make them smaller than I did and get even more. Freeze these up, grab one, take it to work with you, put it in the refrigerator the night before to thaw it out, microwave it for a minute, and you got a full, hearty, and that is a full, hearty breakfast. It's packed full of protein. Y'all enjoy. Thank you for watching.